Since the dawn of time, we have expressed ourselves through what we now call the arts. Drawing, painting, dance, theater, music, literature, and sculpture. The arts not only allow us to express ourselves, our thoughts and loves, our fears, values, and history, but in a very real sense define who we are as individuals and as a community. For over 55 years, the Western Colorado Center for the Arts in Grand Junction, Colorado, has had one fundamental goal: to promote the enjoyment and understanding of the arts in Western Colorado. In the mid-20th century, a group of Western Colorado artists and art lovers concluded that Grand Junction and the Western Slope should have, or more to the point must have, an institution dedicated to the enrichment of the community through the arts. In 1953, through dedication and hard work, the Western Colorado Center for the Arts was born.
We arrived in Grand Junction in 1951, and Ruth was immediately active in the Brush and Palette Club and some of the other art activities. We had been in New York City, Denver. She liked those big cities with their big art centers. And she mentioned to a group of artists that she thought we needed one here. And she got a batch of artists together. That's the start of it. It took a long time to get enough money together, and they bought the first old house right next door to this.
Originally called the Mesa County Center for the Arts, the Art Center was located in an old Victorian house on 7th Street in Grand Junction. In the 1970s, a new facility was constructed right next door and has, over the years, grown to be the thriving hub of culture it is today. The Western Colorado Center for the Arts has grown from a small group of art enthusiasts to a membership of over 1,200 men, women, students, and children of all ages.
With all the influx of new people and everything, everyone's looking for new outlets and things to do, and the Art Center is just the perfect solution for all those programs that they've got, and keeps the youth real happy because we get a tremendous amount of young people that use the Art Center. It's amazing. It's just a wonderful thing to have been around and seen it happen.
In 2008, the Art Center now has 4 separate art gallery spaces filled with an ever-evolving array of fine art from local, regional, and national artists, and continues to build an impressive permanent collection of hundreds of pieces from local and regional artists. The Art Center also features some of the country's finest artwork through its national juried exhibits.
I love coming here and looking at the different galleries and seeing all the art pieces, and it just inspires me to help, and I volunteer here quite a bit.
The Western Colorado Center for the Arts is more than a gallery. The Art Center also provides outstanding art education programs for adults and children. Each year, the Art Center presents classes and workshops to hundreds of Western Slope residents. These educational opportunities include instruction for the beginner as well as the adept. From beginning drawing to master classes in the Art Center's nationally recognized ceramic studio, the Western Colorado Center for the Arts presents dozens of classes each year to fill the ever-increasing demand for arts education.
This also falls into my art credit with homeschooling. So while I'm here, I'm actually, finishing up a credit during high school, and it's just amazing to have this experience in this valley.
The ties between the Art Center and the college have always been very, very tight and very strong and kind of reciprocal. We could send students over here to do internships or to volunteer, and so we just fit together.
The Art Center allows people of all ages to be able to take classes at different times of the day, or to learn how to do things where there's not really a school involved. You're simply learning a new fun thing that you can do out of the joy of learning a new art form.
Every spring, the Art Center is visited by more than 3,500 students and schools from across the Western Slope during Spring Art Week. And each summer for close to 40 years, the Art Center has presented Summer Art Camp, 10 one-week-long sessions for Western Slope children, each one designed to not only teach a large variety of artistic styles and techniques, but perhaps more importantly, to instill a love and enthusiasm for the arts.
The youth, the community was excited about it because without an art center, you don't have a hub to work from, and it's grown to be a magnificent hub for all the Western Slope.
55 years after its inception in 1953, The Western Colorado Center for the Arts continues to grow, evolve, and thrive, combining the presentation of fine art, remarkable educational programming, and community outreach and involvement. The Arts Center, along with its members, volunteers, students, instructors, and staff, continue to serve the artistic needs of Western Colorado. The Western Colorado Center for the Arts. Creation, inspiration, community. It's your art center. Take part in the arts.